Sickle cell is a inherited blood disorder. That means it's passed down from one's parents. If a parent has one copy of a sickle cell gene, they're considered to have the trait. And if two parents have the trait, there's a chance that the child can be born with sickle cell disease.
My name's Chelsea Uche, I'm 23, and I was diagnosed with sickle cell shortly after birth. So growing up with sickle cell, I had a very tough time with everything, truthfully. I was in the hospital consistently. I suffered with very bad chronic pain crisis is what we call them. It affected my social life a lot. I had a lot of anxiety growing up. I felt very different because I was always in pain. I was always missing out on social events like football games and parties and just going out and being a quote unquote normal person. Everyone with this disease is unique, including Chelsea. Everyone experiences the disease differently. People differ in how many symptoms they get, how often they need to be hospitalized. Some people have very little in the way of complications from this disease and very little organ dysfunction, and some patients have a lot. And the problem is, as people get older, your body experiences more and more damage to organs, and so it is really important to take someone to transplant before their body is too sick. Becoming a survivor of sickle cell was a very long process. It started out with like a type and screen process, getting all of my family members tested. It was about a 2-week process, and everyone got tested, and whoever the closest person was, which was my brother, Julian, he ended up being my donor.
Honestly, when I found out that I was a match, it was an honor. I was ready to step up to the plate and, just do whatever I could. Seeing her those years suffering and in pain, no brother wants to see his little sister endure, so being able to kind of rid her of that definitely was a place in my heart that can't be replaced by anything.
Bone marrow transplant works because we are able to replace somebody's diseased blood that has the sickle cell gene in it, and we can use healthy bone marrow stem cells from a donor to replace and give healthy red blood cells. Dr. Solomon is my superhero, truthfully. I love him so much. He changed my life, and he really pushed me and wanted better for me. I think I remember him saying, I was too young to be going through all of this. And I also remember him saying, are you ready for your life to change? And that's something that will always stick with me. I recently saw Chelsea and her mom come to see me, and it was amazing to see how good she looked, and she's back in school and she's happy, and to just be a part of it is an amazing feeling.
The advice that I would give to a parent of a child or children who have sickle cell would be to let them know that there are seasons for everything. And so even though they may be having pain today or having some challenge related to sickle cell, that the next day or the next moment can change. I would say to a person who had sickle cell to never lose hope and to always keep pushing.